90% of men over 50 are failing to build muscle. And it's not because you're past your prime, it's not your genetics or needing to slow down. It's because most guys are making 5 critical mistakes. And these mistakes are not obvious. In fact, they're often the exact opposite of what you've been told to do. If you've been training hard, eating clean, maybe even investing in supplements or other programs, but your body still looks the same, you're likely making at least one of these mistakes. Stick around, man, because I'm gonna break them all down in detail for you. And if you stay with me until the end, I'm gonna give you free access to my exact training plan that fixes all 5, so you can finally start building muscle with a system that works specifically for men over 50. I'm Gary Walker, I'm 51 years old, man. I'm a husband, father, and founder of Tricon Training and the Alpha Maker Project. For over 30 years, I've coached thousands of men in their 40s, 50s, and 60s, men who were stuck, frustrated, or feeling invisible. I've lived through the stress, the fatigue, the joint pain, while also staying strong, lean, and healthy. Not by chasing trends though, but by building a system that actually works for real men with real lives. Now, let's talk about the mistakes that are holding you back. Mistake number 1, you think more is better. You're doing long workouts with too many sets, too many exercises, and too much volume. You think that adding more is the key to faster gains. But here's what's actually happening. Excess volume increases systemic inflammation, elevates cortisol, and wrecks your ability to recover. And after 50, your body's recovery window is already narrower. Your tendons and joints are more susceptible to wear and tear as well. And your natural production of growth hormone and testosterone has declined. Now here's the truth. Muscle growth is a signal, not an exhaustion exercise. You don't need to hammer a muscle with 20 working sets. You need to send a clear, loud signal though. Mechanical tension, then you recover. What works better? Fewer sets, more intention, and smarter intensity. You can build more muscle with 8 to 12 working sets per muscle group per week than with 25 if you train right. Now, mistake number 2, you're eating like you want to burn fat, man. I get it. You want to lean out and build muscle. But here's where most guys mess it up. You try to eat in a deficit. You cut carbs and eat clean. But you forget that muscle is built in a caloric surplus, not a deficit. You're underfeeding your body, and worse, you're underfeeding it with the wrong things. After 50, your body becomes more resistant to muscle protein synthesis. In other words, your muscles need a louder signal from protein to grow. Now, according to the International Society of Sports Nutrition, men over 50 need more protein as they get older, not less protein, to stimulate muscle protein synthesis efficiently. Now, for real growth, aim for 0.8 to 1 gram per pound of goal body weight. And don't fear carbs either, man, especially around your workouts. Insulin is actually an anabolic hormone when used correctly. Now, carbs post-training also help shuttle nutrients, reduce cortisol, and kickstart your recovery. Now, eat for growth and not fat loss. All right, mistake number 3, man. You're not pushing yourself hard enough in your sets. Now, let me be clear. You don't need to lift heavier. You need to lift with more intention and more effort. What you're likely missing is training proximity to failure. Now, research shows that training within 1 to 2 reps of failure is essential for maximal motor unit recruitment. That's how you stimulate hypertrophy. But most guys stop 4 to 5 reps too early, right when the set starts to burn. That burn is the signal, man. And if you bail on it, the body has no reason to adapt. The best part? You don't need to increase weight to increase intensity. You just need to slow down, control the rep, and fully contract the muscle. That's why I use my Tricon method with my clients. Time under tension, isometrics, peak contraction holds. You're not just lifting, you're stimulating the muscle. All right, mistake number 4. You're relying too much on supplements. Now, this one is personal because I wasted years chasing every new powder, new pill, and shortcut. And here's the truth. Supplements only provide a small edge when everything else is already dialed in though. If your sleep is garbage, if your workouts are inconsistent, if you're under eating or skipping recovery days, then supplements actually do nothing. Creatine, whey protein, ZMAs, maybe a joint support formula, those are fine. But 90% of what's out there is all hype and not worth the money. Focus on what actually builds muscle. Real food, consistent strategic training, smart recovery, and mindset, man. Then if you want to add a couple of supplements, then go for it. But don't make them the foundation of your plan. All right, mistake number 5, you're program hopping. You do a program for 2 weeks, then you change it because you're not feeling sore, or you see a YouTube video with new exercises, so you start doing that instead. The problem, your body never has a chance to adapt. It never gets enough consistent stimulus to respond. Now, muscle growth actually takes time, structure, and measurable progression. If you're not tracking reps, sets, rest, and intensity over time, you're not training, you're just guessing. And this is exactly why I created my Alpha Maker project, man, to take the guesswork completely out, to set you up for success, to show you how to sustain that success, and to hold you accountable so you actually get the results that will change your life. If you want to know more about that coaching program, then click the link below. It's the coaching link below in the description. And for sticking around, man, to the end of this video, I also added a link where you can get a free muscle building plan that I designed specifically for men over 50. Now, this plan is built with joint-friendly movements, muscle building intensity, recovery built in, and also an introduction to my Tricon training method. After downloading the free plan, if you're not familiar with how to perform my Tricon set, so make sure you head to my Tricon training videos on my personal channel and watch those first to explain it and break it all down. Just click the link below and download the plan immediately though. It's the exact same strategy I use with my coaching clients, and it's helped thousands of men finally break the cycle and start seeing real sustainable gains. You're not too old. It's not too late. You're just one smart shift away from finally building the body you've been chasing. Get busy, get after it, and God bless.